as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight. Mixing colors, day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. Today we are inspired by the stuff that I have been sent from both Tracy and Corrie. So as you may have seen on Monday, I opened a box where Tracy from Cotton and Seed Handmade had sent me basically the stuff that she was downsizing and she was no longer using because she's changed her crafts and can't do some of them, and also Corrie, my friend in Canada, who also sent me some stuff, some happy mail, and I'm going to use some stuff. So I was inspired by this that was in some of the stuff that Tracy sent me. So it's just a collection of little tags and like just, you know, bound together with a paper fastener. I'm going to make some things, but not necessarily exactly the same. I'm going to make some things out of, I've just pulled out some of the more well, not just interesting, because some of them are just shapes. Some of the more interesting dies that I have, and all being little enough to go through my sidekick. So we're going to make something maybe a bit similar, might be, you know, a pile of inspired by. Let's go with been inspired by. I'm also going to use some of the stuff that Tracy sent me, and these things on the top are the things that were all kind of in the bottom of the box that had fallen out of things. We're going to make most of our substrate from the pages from the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, that one of the ones that she'd sent me that was already the spine had come off, which was an indication that it needed to be used. So we will make some stuff, and that's it. That's what we're going to do. So join me or don't. So so anyway, I'm just going to kind of tear. So I wanted to use, don't really tend to use the bits with just the writing on, so I think this is an ideal opportunity to use these up. So I'm going to cut some shapes out of this and layer up some shapes, so in a similar sort of vein to this, but maybe using different shapes. I felt inspired, but you know, I didn't want to be exactly the same, so I think, well, let's see how many we can get on a thing, and we'll see how many we can make, shall we? So we will have that one. Maybe let's just see how we're going to layer it up. So maybe that with that, maybe something a little different. Oh, maybe a rosette on the top, and a bigger thing, maybe a circle at the back. Yeah, let's go with that. So those are the three that we're going to use. Four, sorry, three. Can't count. Can't count, won't count. That was a play on the. There was a. There used to be I think it was a daytime TV program called Can't Cook, Won't Cook, in the UK anyway. So presented by Ainsley Harriott, I believe, but do not quote me, because Ainsley Harriott might be out there going, "Don't blame me." Not, I can't imagine Ainsley Harriott watching me, but you know, just in case the word gets back to him that I blamed him for something he didn't do. It was I'd love to say it was quality TV, but you know, it was entertaining. So I'll use those. There's a bonus circle as well. I wanted the middle of the circle to stay in, but hey, you know, I can always stick it back on, I guess. We need to. Oh, is that going to go through? I was hoping that they'd all go through, so maybe cut this down. So yes, so I did manage to kind of pull myself together after Monday's video, where Tracy made me cry. Yes, your fault. Blaming you. I just, you know, when I feel, sometimes I just feel so overwhelmed. That's the only thing I have is emotions. So don't be afraid of your emotions. I spent way too long being afraid of my emotions. So I don't know which way around I want that circle. What am I doing, idiot? It's a circle. You just keep turning it. It's not going to make any difference. That one, however, we will put on an angle. Hopefully it's not too wide. It's a little bit wide. I don't know that it'll go through. Will it go through? Is it going to go through? Is it going to go through? We'll soon see. Yep, it's going to go through. It's fine. I love my little sidekick. This is such a handy little device, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Cool. So those and those. Maybe just do a few more, and then we've got a collection of things we can build from, can't we? We'll use some other shapes though. So what have we used? We've used that, and that. So let's use, totally uninspired, with another circle. A little octagon. What's that? Is it an octagon? I can't tell. Don't know. What's a square with corners cut off? I mean, it is octagon shaped because it's got 8 sides, but would it be considered an octagon? An octagon? Not an octopus, Dave. And then maybe we'll have a flower. Yeah, let's try this. Let's do those first. So, an octagon, an octopus, an octopus, an octagon, an octagon octopus. A what? By the way, thank you to those people who kind of reached out to me and said that they would help me with getting the words that I was searching for words. The word search. Shut up, Dave, for 5 minutes. Give somebody a rest. What are they called? The little words that I've been looking for. You know, the ones on the cards. These things, but I don't. There's no word on that. So, the Tim Holtz ones. Oh, the one of these. So these things. So thank you for those people that have reached out and said that it will help me. That's great. I've got it kind of hopefully in the bag, and somebody's going to help me. I think Corrie said that she could help. And also to, I believe it was. Hang on, I'm just gonna have to come back to you, and I will tell you. So whilst a few people had kind of alluded to it, I think Jen was the person that actually said it. About making my own. So, inspired by that, I will be on my Etsy, hopefully soon, bringing out a whole load of words on little strips, a bit similar to He Who Shall Not Be Named, not Voldemort, but the other guy, Tim. But with using words that I like, you know, the fun words that I like to use, you know, like discombobulated, that sort of thing. So yes, I will be doing something along those lines. Oh, it's there. So yes, and whilst I have made some before, they didn't sell very well. Maybe they'll sell better on my Ko-fi. And anyway, the words that I'm going to use this time are, you know, maybe a bit more interesting. I don't know. One of the other, one of the two. Two of the one of the three. What? Shut up, Dave. So, I am going to... you know what? I'm also going to use one of the things that Tracy sent. I'm going to use the Vintage Photo Oxide because I didn't have a vintage photo oxide until now, and now I do. So there's a reason to use it. So, and we are going to just kind of just smoosh around the edge. Might come in a little bit more just to give it a bit more colour, and then we things. So I will put a Brad on it. Brad, Janet, Brad, Janet, Brad, Janet. Shush, Dave, shush. 5 minutes. Give yourself and everybody else a rest. There we go. So I will do, what did I say? I was going to use that one as well. Let's just add a bit of smoosh to this. In fact, I might just smoosh it on and utilise the oxidey nature of this. Maybe put a bit of splash a bit of stuff on it. Well, I can't remember which one I was going to use. Not that. Oh, was it that? No, it was that, wasn't it? That with that. Which way up is that? Is that the way it goes? No, it doesn't, Dave. It's up the other way. Other tunes are available. Not in my head, they're not, but other tunes are available. Oh, I had a middle. Oh, it's gone. It went that way. It escaped. It was trying to get away from me. I don't know why. It's not safe in my hands. That's what it feels. And then we'll ink around the edges as well, Dave. Just to give it a finished edge. And then I will also cover it in things. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this one, because I didn't want the middle to come out, but it has, and that's where we are. So I'm just going to go around that edge, and then maybe I could stick something on the back. Maybe a circle on the back. Maybe put a circle on the back. Although that's a bit big, Dave. You know what? You've got a punch, Dave. So use a punch. It's not going to be too big. Maybe not. Maybe. Little column A, little column B. So is that going to go on there? Oh, that's perfect. It's fine. We can put that together then. So I might. In that case, then maybe I should take advantage of using a different colour. Maybe put a bit of a blue on the middle of this. I don't know what colour this has had on it before, but it's got blue on it now. There we go. So I was going to try doing a bit of Splashington. You know what I mean? No, you don't. Probably not, to be fair. Water. That's this. This is water because it says water. Maybe just do. And then I think this is how it works. I'm not very good with the because I don't use it a lot, do I? So here's a tissue. I don't think that's really what I was wanted to use. Oh yeah, that's it. That's fine. It kind of takes the colour off, doesn't it? In places. In fact, maybe we do that a bit more. Maybe we'll do more of a big splodge. Maybe that's not very big enough splodge, Dave. Let's try that, and then I think you just kind of just take it off. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think you get a better effect if you leave it longer or dry it properly, or one of the two. I'm never very good with these things. So let's stick some other things to it then. So like I wanted to try and use the bits that had fallen into the bottom of the box, because then that means that I don't have to sort them into or try and sort them into what they were supposed to be. So we'll do nature. Yeah, let's just stick these on because I'm going to do it in my usual fashion of bull in a china shop style. Just do it. Like when I make clusters and things. Oh well, I did my clusters blindfold. I'm not going to do these blindfold, but that sort of thing. not to worry about it too much. Don't overthink it, just make it. Oh, that's better. That's much nicer. Oh yeah, actually, you know something? I don't know why I don't use oxide more, because it gives it a nice opaqueness. Dave's making words up again. What a surprise! I'll pop that on there. Okay, nature. Maybe then in that case, then we should have some nature. We'll have some nature growing up. Nature. Peel that off. Nature. Yes, bit of nature. Maybe we could do with a tag that wasn't the same colour. This is maybe maybe a button. Love you button. Let's maybe have. No, that's not the edge that I was using. There you go. That's better. Maybe a little bit pink for me, so I'll just kind of knock it back a bit. There we go, much better. That's much more vintage pink. I'll pop that on as well. Bit of a button, a bit of a button, or all of a button, and then I don't know, is that too much? Maybe that should have gone under there if I was going to put that on, maybe. What else we got? We've got a bit of blue. Got a bit of blue. We can put a number on though, can't we? Let's get a number. That's not a number. It's a number. This has got a number on it, surely. The tart's there. What's that? That's a number. That's also a number. Let's use, what should we use? Let's use something really punchy. I'll use this nice punchy green. Oh, Dave, that's wonderful. It's going to fall. Oh my gosh. A team singing that again. I think that's a number. Is it a number? Let's find out. Yes, it is, I think. Oh, hang on. Is that the wrong way up? Oh, yeah, that makes more sense if it's the right way up. No, there we go. I put it down before I realised I'd put it down. I could do with another bit on there, couldn't we? Let's do maybe a different thing, maybe a different green. We'll use a green, but we will use a different green. And we'll put that one. Let's see, which way around is that? Should I worry about it being the right way up or not? Probably not. There you go. We can then put that on there. Well, let's ink that edge here. Next door dog seems to want to bark every time I press record on a video, so, but you know, there we go. That's the way it is. I'm hoping that when I do have another dog, that it's not going to react to Teddy barking all the time. So that's what next door's dog's called, Teddy. So that's the only thing that kind of puts me off maybe having a dog just yet, because I don't want it reacting to Teddy all the time. No, not that. I know what that belongs with, so I should keep that separately. Maybe I'm going to have to get some, because like these are all similar colours, and I want it to be a bit different. So let's go in here. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Let's look in here. That would kind of tie in with that colour, wouldn't it? So maybe that. We don't mind it overhanging. You know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. Oh well. If you don't, tough. Maybe we should also cut a word out from here. Let's just pick something. Yeah, that's good. Let's go kingfisher, because it's kind of kingfisher blue, isn't it? So I'll go kingfisher. Kind of kingfisher blue. Is it kingfisher blue? Don't know. We will use it anyway. No. Where's the colour? There it is. So working in small is really hard. For me, anyway. Because I've got big fat fingers. So let's put some ink around that edge as well. Not too much, just enough. How much is too much? Well, when it's too much, Dave. Let's do that. I'll put Kingfisher. We might put a floral thing on there. Yeah, well, not floral. It's not floral. What is it? Foliage. That's the word. Foliage. Let's do a bit of foliage. Let's put the word Kingfisher on. Cross it over with what's already there. That's that. Let's have. Where's the other bits? Oh, there. Oh no, it's here. Let's go with what we're going to put on here. I want something nice and long on here. Maybe those. Yep, that could go there. Oh, all this. What's this? Oh, is it the same? No, it's not. Not quite. That's better. That one fits better. We'll put that on. We'll put that on now. Pull the back off. Get off me. So we'll put that a bit further up. Further up. Rup being a word, which is in my head anyway. Maybe have that on the side like that. Or maybe like that. Let's go like that. We will put a date on it. We'll use it. We'll do red. We won't. Well, it's not. Maybe not a date, but a number. No. There we go. Where's the lid? There you go. Somebody keep an eye on me. I'm putting lids back on things. Yeah. I'll pop that on there. We will ink the edges of that. So whilst it's not going to be exactly the same as Tracy's, because you know it's an impression. It's an artist's impression of. There. Right, I do feel like it needs another little thing. There's a little button here. It's almost like it was meant to be. Let's put the button on. So this one's in like a beigey creamy colour. In fact, the ink looks a little bit. Sorry, the ink. The sewy bit. What's it called? Thread. Looked a little bit new. It's not real thread. It's just. It's oh, excuse me, a picture of thread. Sorry, I think I just burped. I apologise. Maybe want a. Do we want? I don't know. That's kind of that colour would be great. I think we want it to be a bit stronger than that, though, Dave. So maybe just run your finger across the surface of that, like that. Yeah, better. So we could do with that being dry. There we go. It is now. Cool. We'll pop that in there. Yeah, that's fine. That'll be the middle. We'll glue this that it's going to stick to. I'll stick that on first. Get that in the centre. Then we'll stick that on, and we'll twist it so it doesn't line. So that the letters don't line up. Okay. So that. We need something on this. What have I got? No, that's a bit of rubbish, and that's a bit of rubbish. That's that. What have we got? What can we got? What can we got? No, what have we got? What can we got? Do we have anything here? We could have maybe a little, maybe a berry or two. We've got to have a berry or two. Look at me cutting up an Edith Holden. I know it's like, it's almost unheard of. It's definitely sacrilege. I'm sure somebody will be like, no, but as Tracy can now testify, I do have quite a few of them, and whilst I do like to hoard things, I am... Oh, actually, is that going to be too big? Yeah, let's go with just those. Whilst I do like to hoard things, I'm trying not to hoard things that I don't need to hoard. So sometimes I rescue books from the world because I know that other people aren't going to treat them well, and then he goes and cuts them up. No, it's not the reason I rescue them. I rescue them because, like, you know, other people just chuck them away. So many book companies chuck old books away, which I think is terrible. Well, they don't just chuck them away. They pulp them up and turn them into new books. I am sorry, but these people have never met a junk journaler who would covet these things. So yeah, we'll have that on there. We will ink around the edges so you don't see that. The bits where I didn't really fussy cut it. I don't need to do any fussy cutting ever again now that Tracy sent me all this stuff. But I do feel like I want something else on there. I'd like something a bit more, you know, a bit more colourful. Oh, look, this is good. So this is a bit of the bookbinding stuff. You can see that. So it's a bit of the fabric that binds it together. I'll pop that on there, and that can kind of just sit on the background. So we'll just put that on. Have that poking out from behind the stuff, and then I bet we'll go like that. And I think it just needs a little something, just a little something, teeny tiny something. Dave, shut up. Oh, maybe a 5. The 5 in here. That's kind of almost like it was like leaping out, saying, "Please use me." We'll use you. Yeah. Okay, 5. I heard you. I am using you. Sorry, I am colouring you as well. You don't stand out as much now, though, do you? No. Oh, Dave, you idiot. I bet there won't be another one in there. Well, no, there are other numbers, though, Dave. Actually, let's turn it black. Now, I do know there's some black in here. There's black soot. Let's turn it black. Right, okay, I might have to put my finger in it. There we go. That's nice and covered in black ink. Yes, we like that a lot, actually. We might just dab it slightly. We don't want to take too much of that black off. We just don't want it to be too wet. Oh yes, that's fab. That's perfect. So, oh no, didn't glue the rest of it down, did I, Dave? Let's glue the rest of it down first. Like that. Let's stick that on. Like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, cool. Excellent. I love it. In fact, oh, I'm going to go, I'm possibly going rogue now. Hang on. Batten down those hatches because I might be going rogue. I might even put the littlest of blackness around the edge of these, just to help them kind of stand out from each other. Although that's the back one, I don't think that really needs to stand out. Oh, and of course I've got the die cut books I can use as well. So that's the next one. We'll have a mix of stuff. It's nice to use a mix. Saves everything else getting jealous. Don't normally use black on an edge, but actually this is quite an interesting thing. But I don't normally do this either, so that's possibly a good thing. There we go. This definitely makes it stand out, especially because everything is all kind of that samey tone otherwise. It almost gives it like a drop shadow. Yeah, so let's do that. We can have those kind of on top of layered up. Let's kind of layer them up, and we will put a hole in. Hopefully I can put a hole through all of them at the same time. I will use my alley biter. Sorry, it's not an alley biter, it's a crocodile, but you know, it's a play on words. It's a crocodile, alligator, alley biter. So I think I'm funny. That's what matters. So hole through all of them. In here, on here somewhere, I do have some Brad, Janet. Right, okay. Those are Brads. In here, some more. I do have some, not more. What am I looking for? These kind of more darker colour ones, or vintagey looking ones. And then we'll just flatten those backs out. And that's my little version. Oh, I like that. So you can kind of spray them out like that. You could actually, I guess, put them maybe on a paper clip. So you maybe turn the back one into a paper clip thing. But that's that. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. Thank you everyone for inspiration, giving me the inspiration. I know some of you are thinking, what? I gave you something. What? I don't remember how. But you did. Just take it. Take one for the team. Okay, let's use, I want a bigger thing at the background. I want a big one. Don't laugh on your own, Dave. I will, yeah, let's put this on here. Cut that from there. Maybe we should have had, no, I'm not going to do, I was going to say maybe we should have different layers, but no, I'm going to use it all from the same thing. So I'm not going to use different coloured layers. I'm going to use all the same layers. Because you could also use different coloured cards to denote different layers of separation. The layers of separation, like that. That almost felt like it was getting deep. So let's just kind of mottle it first. Yeah, and we'll put a bit of this on it. Make it quite dark. We will probably use the black edge technique, but I think we'll do that when we've put all the bits on it. So maybe that with, oh yeah, let's have that on there. Next door's dog. So next door to me. So I live in a house where it's called a back-to-back. Now this is quite well. It used to be quite common in the UK, in the northern regions of England specifically. I mean, I do not know. I'd never heard of it until I moved up here. But a back-to-back is. Let me see if I can demonstrate this to you, because it's not. Otherwise, you won't understand what I'm talking about. Well, I probably don't anyway. So I will demonstrate to you how I. So there is a. Let's say that these are they're squares. Let's pretend they're squares. So. Okay, this is where I live. Okay, so my front door is here. It opens like this. My stairs are here that go upstairs. Okay, I've got a window here that's at the front of my house. And then behind me there is another house with stairs. And their front door is here. And they have a window here. And that's a separate house. So that's me. and it's actually Cheryl there. Okay, and then here there is another house with a door and a window and stairs, and then there's another house here with stairs and a door and a window, so they're kind of like mirror image that way and a mirror image that way as well. And this is Paul, that's David. Okay, and then next to me I have Sharon and Mike. I have Luke here. I have Steve here. And then I have Claire there. And they're all like the same, you know, the stairs and the doors and the windows and that's how it is. That's just how it is. So when I say neighbours, some of my neighbours are very close and some of my neighbours are not quite so close. So dogs, Claire has two, what are they? Jack Russells, JRs, and she has one Staffy, and Cheryl has Teddy, which I don't know what he is. He's kind of a curly haired stocky dog, short and stocky. So she's got one times Teddy. I don't know what Claire's dogs' names are, so that's why I can't tell you. So anyway, so when I say there's somebody barking, it's either Teddy, Cheryl's Teddy, or Claire's Jack Russell's, or her Staffy. And I think it's one of the Jack Russells definitely barks, the male of the two, and the Staffy sometimes joins in, but Teddy likes to bark as well. So there you go. And anyway, the whole street is like that. Some of them have been bought, so you know, if Cheryl moved out, I could possibly buy Cheryl's house and knock the walls down and make it a whole through thing. And it's 2-story houses, but like, anyway, there you go. So I am the king of over explaining, so you're welcome is all I can say. You are welcome. Thanks for that, Dave. Oh, you're welcome. Actually, I'm going to try doing, I don't know whether this is going to work, I'm going to try doing this and edging this with, does this work? Not really. Oh no, it does a little bit, but you can't really see that it's been edged in green. Oh no, you can. Maybe I should have edged it in red because the border is red, so, but you know, it's fine. I wanted to play, so we're playing. So I'm going to pop that on there, and oh, actually, should we put some kind of a leafy thing on first? Let's put a leafy thing on first. Leafy thing. Cool. Then we'll put that on, and then we will stick something else with it. Maybe oh, that says collection, and that also says collection. Maybe let's do botany. Stop looking at my botany. Botany. Oh, all right. Shut up, Dave. It was funny until you mispronounced it. So botany, not botany. So it wasn't. Oh no. He says it was funny until it was not funny at all. So there was no until. It just wasn't. So we'll go with that. It wasn't funny. But you know me. I like to think I am. So, and you guys are too far away to dispute that. No, we won't stick that one on there. So we're going to have that. And then we're going to have, what we're going to layer up this time. We're going to do maybe a circle. No, let's do, oh, you see that one? It's the same shape. I don't want to do the same shape. That's too small now. Maybe we want this shape. Yeah, let's cut one of these with a breeze. Look at me cutting up a whole, well, it's not even a hole. It's cutting up a whole page, Dave, from a from a book. Let's cut this bit off. Look at me! Look at me being brave, brave Dave. Hey, wow! Like he's like a poet. Let's cut it that kind of direction. I'm making myself laugh. Oh dear. Dear, I'm not dear. I'm expensive, thank you. As Vic can probably testify. So, but let's not involve him. So, no asking him now, folks. He will only agree, or depends if I'm close by. He might not. He might look at me sheepishly and think, "No, I'm not not going there." So I'm funny. I'm funny. I know. Funny, peculiar, definitely. Funny, haha. Well, jury's out. So, let's go. Or shall we go for? Let's go dark, deepest, darkest style. Oh no! You see that's kind of didn't do a very good job, Dave. Just rub that all on. I'm gonna go all in and then all out, and then we're gonna go shake it all about. Now, don't put your finger in it, Dave. So maybe just dry it off. Oh, I bought myself a new dryer. It's not plugged in at the minute, so. But it came. It was the box it came in was terrible. I have sent a comment to the company that I bought it from, because it was £30 worth of stuff, and I was a bit concerned about the way the box was so damaged. It does work, but I'm concerned it might have damaged the integrity, because they are known for being quite delicate little devices. But well, I'll see what happens. So I'm going to try this one off and see whether it gets we can get that kind of like splashy effect. Let's see if we can pop that on there and kind of lift it off the mat so I don't deform my mat. No, but you'll burn your fingers instead, Dave. That's fine. It definitely has that fragrance of newness to it. Fragrance of Newness by Lancome. By what are you talking about, Dave? That's what? Oh yeah, that's definitely more. Oh no, I'll just flick that in my eye. There we go. That was the way round I wanted to flick it, not the other way. So let's do that, and then just. Oh, perfect! Now that's what I wanted. That's the effect I wanted. Let's see if we can get a bit more from that. There's a bit there that I wanted to get, but oh well. It's natural. It's just the way it looks. So. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. Yep, happy with that. Okay, so that can then be on there. Then we can have that one and maybe that one. Or, yeah, that one and then maybe that one. Yeah, so this one, let's go from this looking more flower-like. So maybe we'll go with the colour that says flower. So, there's rusty hinge too. Rusty hinge is a bit too close to being the same colour as everything else, isn't it? Let me just see if we can get something else. What else have we got? We don't want to go green, do we? Let's go pinky purple. No, let's go pinky, 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 pinky pink. Let's go pinky pink. So we'll go picked raspberry. Raspberry. You have to say it like that. You can say raspberry. And we will. Oh, look how beautiful that is. It's like a beautiful little flower. A beautiful little flower. Shush, Dave. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna buy you a poke in the eye. I don't think they're the words. You're making it up. I don't think it's the words at all, Dave. So, she's not a very good mother if she's going to buy you a poke in the eye. I kind of felt like I knew where I was going with that tune, but I don't, clearly. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mother's going to buy you a poke in the eye. That's enough to make them cry. So, it's funny. Sorry, stick that envelope there. Sorry, I just totally amused myself with the. Dave, you are a prize fool in some ways. In other ways, there's no prizes for your foolishness. Oh, I don't know. Do I want that one up? No, I feel like that one will blend in too much with that colour. So, this is fab using all of these. It's so fab because it's, they're kind of like a surprise element. The element of surprise. I don't know what I'm laughing at now. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why. Just the elephant of surprise. Sorry. Please don't report me to social services. He needs some protection from himself. It's probably true, but, to be fair, I do. I don't know what I'm doing. Neither do you. I know you can't help me. I feel like I wanted to use this in some way. So, because it says thank you, and I wanted to go and say thank you to you guys for sending me stuff. So maybe I'll do that. I'm going to cut it out anyway. Let's cut it out and see what it looks like. So let's do. Should we go do it like that? Yeah, let's do it like that. So we're going to go, because it won't go through the cutter otherwise. So we'll do that. Cut those bits off. Do that. Put that on there. Stick that on there. Get this out and put it on there. More moving and shaking than you need. Oh, why did that not stick? Do you know, this doesn't stick to the desk when you want it to stick to the desk, but when you don't want it to stick to the desk, oh, of course it will. Sorry, barely arts, just poking you in the chest. There we go. So, that's interesting. He says interesting in that kind of a, I'm not sure whether it is interesting or not, sort of way. I was going to poke it out and it fell out in the meantime, so don't need to. Maybe that should be done in a. Do I have phenoxide? Sounds like some deadly lethal thing. Phenoxide. Shut up. The things that are going on inside my head. Let's use. I don't have phenoxide. An oxide is what I was trying to say. Oh, there, that one. Maybe that one. That's the blue one. I haven't put the colours on the edge of these, so it's not helpful. Yeah, I don't have colour on it, so on the shelf I can't see what colour it is. But maybe we'll use this. Look at the colour of that. Am I doing the right side? Oh, I am, yeah. Yeah, of course. It's got to look back to front to me in order for it to be the right way around when I flip it over. So, yeah, let's do this. Again, we will Maybe just dry it off a little. I could do with something to hold on to it though with dry it off. Otherwise it'll just blow away. Oh, wait, get that off the hook. Oh, it's curly. It's gone curly. Oh well. I'm right thirsty now. So, is that dry-ish enough? So, it's not bad. I went to pick that up before. I want it to be quite dribbly. Yeah, that's not dribbly, Dave. You're just missing the whole thing. No. Oh, Dave, you're just going to completely take the colour out of it instead of just doing what you were hoping to do. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Not worked out the way I wanted. It's a bit small to do what I wanted it to do, really, I think. Do feel like that should be on a bigger piece of something, though. I'll tell you what, why don't we stick it on the back? Let's maybe put that on like that. Oh, no, don't know. I'll come back to it. I'll see how it's going to fit in. Hopefully it will fit in. So, this is going to be a little flower. Stop saying it like that, Dave. That's going on there. Yeah, that's fine. That needs to be stuck down, though, actually, to the rest of it. Like that. That's going to go on there. And then we will have... No, too big. 2 big. 3 small. Oh, what I've got a little pink button. Oh, no, that's what we said. This. Let's have a look at these. So, oh, we can have a compass. Oh, we can have a flourish. Maybe a flourish. Hang on, that's 2 pages. Let's go there. Take it out, pop it out. Okay. Pop it out. Oh dear. Fingers are too big to do something this small. Cool. Oh yeah, flourish is good. We like the flourish. We're going to put an edge on that though, aren't we? Are we? Yeah. No, we don't want to do black, do we? Black for the outside edge, but not the inside edge. That one there. And then, shall we have something else? Something else, he says. Or maybe a blue something, a blue bee? No, that's not a blue bee, Dave. A blue... What? A blue bottle? No, don't want to have a blue bottle on it, Dave. Though. Ooh. I like that. So maybe that can go on here. That blue flower is... I'd like to put that on there somehow, but without it covering too much of. Maybe like that. Oh, I like that. That's perfect. That's perfect. You watch me not be able to do that again. I will glue that on. I won't glue all of the back because it's doesn't all go on there. Some of it hangs off. That's cool. I like that. That's muchly likey. Right, that. Muchly likey. Yes, Dave. Let's just have a quick drink. I think I've told you this before, but every time I tip my head back to have a drink, I look up there and think, oh, I really must get that cobweb. And guess what? I still haven't got that cobweb. Surprisingly. Shall we have a bit of fern on here? Maybe lift this up here. Get the fern on there. Oh yes, the fern. I think the fern needs to go on there. I know it hangs off a bit, but I guess. Oh, maybe. Oh, hang on. Let's get it off the thing first before I think about what I was going to do with it. So if I do this, put the fern on, yeah, and then I was thinking if I put the rest of the thing on a piece there and then cut round it, not with that, Dave. Cut round it so that even though it hangs off, it's still got something behind it. Fussy cutting and trying to concentrate and trying to do a video. It's not conducive to a good result, but there we go. So that, yeah, so then that captures that, and it almost has kind of a petally look to it. If I put some of this around the edge, that might say petal rather than, it's not petal, sorry, leaf rather than just a bit of cardboard sticking out. Yes, 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 we like maybe a word on it. So a word. Or I forgot. Oh no, I can't cut that out. I know I said I was going to cut things up, but like maybe a number. That's got a number on the corner. I know the whole point was to use the stuff that I'd kind of found in the bottom of the box, but I also wanted. I thought I'd lost it then, but no, well, I've definitely lost it. So just cut all of this out. And then just ink the edge of that, and then stick that on there, and that should stand out now because it's got a brown edge and the rest of it is pink. So we'll use 169 rather than 168 because, well, we like odd numbers, don't we? So and then we'll just glue that bit down so that it doesn't keep flipping up. So we've got that, and that, and then we will have, I guess I could just leave it at 3, but no, we'll go for 4. We'll go for 4. Oh, actually, let's use a piece, maybe a bigger piece, so I can have the thank you on the back. So, maybe a freehand cut. Oh, freehand. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll have it. No, we want it with writing on. I was going to say maybe we'll have it without writing, but no, we want it with writing. So we could do with it being about yay length. Let's just kind of get the length right, and then we will worry about cutting it properly. So down to about there. Maybe this is, maybe we'll replicate that shape. So let's do, let's go with, let's do this way around, Dave. This way. Let's cut that with a blade. Somewhere here. Oh, nasty. Pointing towards me. Naughty blade. Let's cut that off. And then if we do that plus the width of my other little ruler, which I did have also here. Is that going to be about the right sort of width? No, we want to be a bit wider than that. So let's go there. Plus the width of that ruler, okay, and then we're going to go like that, and then we will cut the bottom of this out. So we're just going to go, I know that means that the thank you will kind of hang off, but it's alright, we don't mind. We can have thank you on there. Oh no, actually there you go, it'll be alright, that's fine. Okay, so we'll use this and we will ink the edge. No, we will put a bit of colour on it, a bit of marling of the colour. We will maybe do it with a, no, we'll do this first. Do this, put this on the edge first. I'm not as delicate as the way Tracy does hers, inking. But I am trying to get out of my comfort zone. This should be something that you don't, well, it's definitely something you're not seen me do before, because this is the first time for me, so unless I've been doing it in my sleep. Quite possible. Oh no, what's that? Was it this one? Can't remember what colour I was using on this, but what other colours we got here? Maybe a bit of frayed burlap. I know it's the same colour really as everything else, but just to give it a bit more dimension. Maybe this is the one where we should go for a whole hog. Yeah, maybe we should go whole hog on this one. Right. Let's go. Let's do it on something. Sorry, Tracy, if you're thinking, oh, it's not what I gave it to you for. But so I'll dry that, then what I'll do is I'll spray it with some water, and then we will get that nice effect of my, except for that's got my fingerprint in it. Where's that? It's there. Let's do this, let's do this. Okay, so it's gone a bit pinky. I don't know why. Maybe that's part of the process. I was thinking in pinking. Maybe I'll do something in a what have we got? Spiced marmalade. Don't know what it's like. Don't know what this is going to happen. What's going to happen? Let's just move stuff because it could go wrong. Put this kind of there. Hopefully control it a little. And then maybe a blob of it on. Oh, See, this is when it all goes wrong, isn't it? Nope, it hasn't gone wrong. I can get it in my eye, so that's good. And then if we dab it off, I guess. Dabby off. And then leave that like that, and then dry it. Oh, I feel like I want to do another colour now. Maybe do a different colour. What shall I use then? What else we got? They're all a bit pasty, aren't they? I'd love to do a purple, but I don't have a purple. Sorry, people who need purple. People who need purple are the purpliest people in the world. With one very special purple. But Dave, shut up. Goodness sake. Give it a rest. Give everybody a rest, Dave. Oh, you know what? I'd like that to be flat. Well, you're going to have to whistle because it's not going to be flat. Oh no, that's fine. B flat. I can't do B flat. I can't do any... I was going to say numbers. They're not numbers though, are they? What are they called? I can't do any notes. Notes! That's the word, Dave. Notes. I like the way that kind of separates and goes a weird colour, because it's more that colour, but it's kind of gone greeny on here. So yeah, I like that. Yep, good. That's good, because that's something I wouldn't have done previously. We're trying it all out today, getting brave with these oxides. I'll just dry it off. Well, I like that indeed. So, let's see if we can get it to go flat again. Or ish, flat-ish. We just want flat-ish. We're happy with flat-ish. B flat, you can do B flat, you can do A flat. I don't know what letters there are in the musical number bed. I don't know what I'm talking about, so just shut up, Dave. So let's put that on there. Let's round those corners. I think I want them top corners rounded. Yep, round those corners. Okay, so we're going to do this with... We could do with a nice... fairly big plant on it. Flower. Oh, hang on, I'm losing my stuff in here. So why is that stuck to there? It isn't. No. That are layers that we're looking for. So maybe have this. Bit of marling on it. There we go. I'll have that on there. We can have maybe have it like that and that. Oh yeah, that works. And then we have thank you across there. Yeah, that works. So we'll do that. that. And it doesn't stick out, well, like stand out hugely, but it works for me. It seems like I've not made very much, but if you think about all of the layers that there are, I'll pop that on there. Oh yes, I like that indeed. Put that there, and then we will ink this. Right, okay. Let's do the old trick of sticking it on the back of your hand, Dave, rather than trying to get the glue on each of those letters. Thank you on there. So this is my tribute to Corrie and Tracy, the two most recently sending people. That it's my tribute to you, but I can't speak. What's stuck to the back of that? My tribute to you for sending me stuff. The people that have sent me stuff most recently, Dave. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? Yes, that is what you're trying to say. No, we don't want anything else on there, do we? No, we don't. Right, okay. We will do the black inky edge, though, using some black soot. And we'll do this across the edge of this. All the way down to the bottom. All the way up the middle of the V. Kind of just gives it, it's a bit of a trompe-l'oeil thing, isn't it? Because it gives it that feeling of it's not quite straight edge, but it's actually just the ink that does that, because your brain thinks that's a shadow. Trompe-l'oeil, get me. I know, like big words and everything. French words. Speak to me like one of your French girls. Shut up, Dave. Yeah, there's a reason they didn't ask you to audition for Titanic. That's because you're an actor. You're not an actor, sorry. Oh dear. I'm funny. Peculiar. So, and then this layer. I do like having, I'm going to use this more often, this using a black edge. Just adds a little, something a little bit different to it, I think. And I would never have gone for having a black edge otherwise, so just get myself out of my comfort zone a little. It's always good. Where's the other one? There it is. It's not as forgiving though if you kind of go, if you put too much of it on. You know, you can really obliterate basically anything you're doing if you're use the black wrong. There's no such thing as right or wrong, not in craft. But yeah, there we go. So those, and let's do, shall we do it? Let's do it so it kind of hangs that way, that way, and then, no, Dave, get that on, lined up, so there, and there. Put them in there and mind your fingers. There, and then let's put a brad together. So maybe we could use a pink brad. I don't know. It might be too pink. I'm not necessarily going to use it. Oh no, it's not too pink. I quite like it. So there we go. Okay, so right, I'm just going to have a quick tidy up so we can see the wood for the trees and the trees for the wood, and we'll talk about what we did. Right, so back in a mo. Okay, folks, so there we go. So this is what I was inspired by. So this was something that Tracy had sent me along with a whole load of other stuff. And if you don't know what she sent, have a look at last Monday's video. I'll try and remember to link it in the description, but if not, it was just the previous video. So that's what she sent, and I was inspired by it, and then these are what I've made. So I've made this one. We've got a little thing here, I've got this, and mine are all different shapes. But I love them. You know, that is, and I loved using the black edge as well. So there we go. So that's my take. I will remember to take a closer up picture, so I will insert it here. Yeah, that's what we've made today. So I know we've made 2, but remember, each one has got 4 layers to it. But I've really enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed using the oxides, what I wouldn't have done before. And you know, without the stuff that both Corrie and Tracy sent, I wouldn't have been able to make any of this stuff. So, I certainly wouldn't have been inspired to make it. You know, I probably could have made it with all the other stuff that I've got, but I definitely feel like I was inspired. So thank you so much to everybody that watches me. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you're not already, please do so. I know every YouTuber asks you to subscribe, and I appreciate that, but I do try to subscribe to all of those YouTubers that I watch frequently, because I know what it's like. So please do subscribe. Please do give this a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Comment if you wish. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Dasher Dave, and I love you all without exception. Until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I'll see you very soon. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. I'll see you very soon. Bye.